Hey there, Dave here with Transfer Express. Welcome back to the second installment of our Transfer Express training series. In this video, we're going to be covering placing your order, uploading your artwork, and creating custom designs in our Easy View online designer. Now, it does help if you're familiar with our different types of transfers. Like we mentioned in our first video, you're most likely going for goof-proof or hot split retro transfers if you're looking to match that classic screen printed graphic tee look. Our Elastiprints are a perfect solution for lower temperature application on polyesters, and our Ultra Color and CAD prints line are perfect for if you've got lots of colors in your designs, gradients, or fine details. So, regardless of your skill level with Photoshop or Illustrator, Affinity Designer, or Corel Draw, we've got a couple solutions in place. They're gonna make it really easy to create custom artwork. So let's do it. So we are here at transferexpress.com, and now we could go to several places to get started. First, we're going to cover how to upload your own custom artwork for your project, and then we're going to cover our super powerful Easy View online designer, which is going to let you create your own designs for free online without any prior design experience. All right, still following along? Fantastic! If you've got your own logo, artwork ready to go, we'll head on over to the upload artwork page right here at the top of the website. So the upload form here is all on one page and super easy to work down from the top. So first up, let's attach our artwork. But before we upload, let's run through a few quick items here on the artwork checklist. Number one is going to be make sure that all of our text is outlined or set to curves. So this is so the fonts don't drop out or default on us. Let's check the show through areas or the negative space to make sure that our lines are at least 0.04 inches thick. It's about 2.8 points around there to be safe. We just want to make sure that those areas don't fill in or close up when printed with ink. Now, if we're ordering full color artwork, let's check to make sure that the document is in CMYK color mode. For spot colors, like we'll be going through here today, our screen printed transfers, we'll be selecting our ink colors in the next step, so the color mode isn't nearly important. But if you're doing full color, to make sure that the colors stay as true as possible to your artwork, please submit them in CMYK. Now our artwork is set up and good to go, so we'll go ahead and drop our file right here. We'll give it a nice little description just so we know what it is. As you can see, we accept a wide range of different file types. Any of these right here will do just fine. Now, let's start to configure our transfer order here in the Artwork Details section. We'll scroll down to the Enter Artwork Details. Our screen printed transfers include our goof-proof, hot split, and Elastiprints, along with effects like pearl or glow in the dark, or our water-based AquaTrue or reflective transfers. Here, under full color, will be our Ultra Color line as well as the CAD prints. And last but not least, the decals will be our stickers and window clings. For today, our example is a 2-color graphic that we want screen printed, so let's choose screen printed transfers. After selecting, we'll see this next section drop down. Let's pick goof proof here on the transfer type. That brings up some additional options here about our fabric type and color. We'll be printing on 100% cotton, and this step just ensures the compatibility of the transfer type you've selected for the garment you're printing on. If we see an issue on the back end, we'll be sure to reach out and adjust the transfer type accordingly. Next, we'll pick our fabric color, but we're actually going to be printing with different colors in mind, so we'll just select various here at the bottom of the list. Now, our quantity. We'll need 20. Let's put 20 right here. And now is a good time to mention gang sheets. Now, gang sheets maximize the value of the full sheet for our screen printed transfers. You could group as many pieces of artwork onto the 11.5 by 14 inch sheet here for goof proof, just like the picture shown. We love this feature for adding small logos of your own business for future use or printing inside neck labels to brand your apparel. It'll just be blank space if you don't use it, so use it. We don't charge for any of the extra ink we'll use printing. Now, they don't have to be different artwork either. Here, if we add an 11 by 6 artwork, we could put the sizing down here and we'll print 2 images on each sheet, reducing the cost of the transfers, because instead of printing 20 sheets, we'll only be printing 10 now. So if we go and select ink colors quickly in the next section, you can see the pricing difference and the instant quote section on the right update accordingly. But our artwork we just uploaded is already an 11.5 by 14 inch file we set up as a gang sheet in Adobe Illustrator. So we're just gonna adjust our size to 11.5 by 14. We'll be ordering direct sheets. Now we've already selected our ink colors, but this is where picking up one of our color selector tools comes in handy. Instead of looking at the approximate swatches here on the screen, you can have swatches of the real ink printed on fabric in front of you. Looking for a specific Pantone color? Just let us know down here at the bottom of the ink section and we'll custom mix it for you. Custom ink matching is an additional fee of just $25 per color per order. Now let's fill in the contact info. If there's any issues we spot on the order, this is how we're going to reach you. Now here in the final section, most of the time you're going to be selecting I approve my instant quote, place my order. But if you have any questions, just let us know in the notes box here below and select I need some guidance. We also give you the ability to save your quote for your project that you could return to and order anytime within 30 days. Let's select our payment method. You won't be charged until the order ships to you. And now we'll select our shipping method. Standard turn time's fine for our project here, so we're just gonna pick UPS ground. If everything is filled out, our artwork is gonna be uploaded and we've double checked all of our specs here. Our send your artwork button will be green and poof, we're all set. All right, now that we've walked through the uploader, let's head on over to EasyView Designer to start creating some t-shirt designs from scratch. Now, EasyView is our exclusive online builder that makes designing your own custom t-shirts a breeze. It's loaded full of tons of customizable layouts, fonts, and clip arts that allow you to create awesome t-shirts without any experience using design programs. EasyView is our exclusive online builder that makes designing your own custom t-shirts an absolute breeze. It's loaded full of tons of customizable layouts, fonts, and clip arts that allow you to create awesome t-shirts without any experience using design programs. So let's get over here and get started in EasyView by just clicking right here on Design Center. At first, you're going to see this nice menu pop up that's going to help direct you to where you need to go. Layouts is all of our pre-designed templates that you could customize. Clip art is filled with design elements that you could use. Add your artwork allows you to upload your own raster or vector files here directly into EasyView, where you could create gang sheets, adjust sizing, colors, or add your own logo to your layouts, etc. Resume last session pulls up to where you last left off, and Open Job takes you to all of your saved EasyView projects. Our recently used section here at the bottom makes picking up where you left off nice and simple. You could choose to get started here, or just click off to close the menu and start designing here in EasyView. At first glance, we've got our design tools here along the left side. Text, clip arts, layouts, or adding your own artwork. At the bottom, we've got effects controls and our Save Job button. Along the top, we've got our tools. This is undo and redo arrows, our object controls for effects, distressing, patterns, duplicating, mirroring, flipping, grouping, ungrouping, deleting, and selecting all. Our align tools help us align objects to each other. Our order menu brings elements from the front to the back relative to each other. Our artboard menu allows us to change the orientation to portrait, which is vertical, or landscape, horizontal. Zoom gives us zoom controls, and the trash button deletes whatever we've got selected. Common keyboard shortcuts work here too, like Control or Command C to copy and duplicate, or Control G that will group objects together, Control Z to undo, etc. At the top right, we've got a whole bunch of in-depth how-to videos and trainings available just one click away under the training videos option. And right below that, along the right, is our transfer configurator with an instant quoting section at the bottom that displays pricing based on your selections. There's also a little warning section there that's going to tell you if something is wrong and how to fix it. Are you ready? Let's get started and add a layout. So first we're going to click Add Layout, and let's type in Festival in the search. On the left, there's a menu with all of our categories and subcategories, but the search feature works really well here in EasyView. So let's use layout QEV203 right here. I like it. Bam, our layout loads directly onto the artboard. As you can see on the right, we've got screen print and goof proof auto defaulted here for us, which is perfect. And that's what we'll be using. That makes our sheet size the 11.5 by 14 inches. If we drag the box around our art, here on the left side, we could see our size. I want it to be full front of the shirt, so let's make it 10 inches wide. Uh-oh, that makes our artwork too high for the sheet. So let's fix that with the artboard tool. Let's click on it, select portrait, and there we go. It's all on the sheet now. Let's make our changes to the art, and then we'll start playing with our ink colors later. First, let's change Compton Valley to Cedar Heights. Just double click on the text and type in whatever you want. Now, this is our third annual, so let's change this next line of text too. Actually, if we wanted to use the shirts for next year's event as well, we could just remove this. So let's remove it. Let's select it and hit delete, or we can hit the trash can and poof, it's gone. Now, bluegrass is cool, but this is a country festival, so we'll change this too. So we'll just double click and enter it into our text field, country. Now, I want to keep the word festival, but I'm not really sold on the font here. So let's select it and go back over to the left-hand side on our drop-down font menu. Here, we'll scroll until we find one we like. Ooh, Blackjack Serif looks perfect. Let's select it, and automatically, the font changes over here in our artwork. Now, I like this banjo, but what if we wanted to put a guitar here instead? So let's navigate to the Add Clip Art menu and search Guitar. X3B51, that one looks cool. We could rotate it here to match the banjo sizing. All right. And then we'll use the order tools at the top to send it all the way to the back. Now we have the banjo in front, so we could select it and delete it. Poof, it's gone. Now our leaf flourish here on the sides is actually in front of the guitar. So let's select that and move it to the back too. Perfect. I want to clean up the outline here on the guitar and make it a little bit bigger. So let's select the special effects on the bottom left side here, and we'll click Effects. Now let's select Touching Outline, and on the right hand side now we could adjust our color to no ink. That's going to knock out the leaves in the background. We can make this outline thicker or thinner using the width controls, plus or minus buttons. We'll click Done on the bottom right to close out our effect controls. But you know what? I kind of like the banjo better. So we could use our undo controls or hit Control Z or Command Z on a Mac to undo our changes until we're back to where we were. There, now we've got the banjo back and the guitar is gone. Well, this is awesome. I'm really happy with the design, so let's change the ink colors now. First, we'll start on the right with our correct apparel color. In this example, we've already ordered our navy shirts, so let's pick navy. That's going to change the background color to navy for our apparel. Just so we could see our design, let's select everything now and change the artwork colors to white. Just select all of it and go to the left side under colors and change the ink from black to white. Now we'll select our individual pieces that we do want to change. Let's grab all of these leaves and flourishes. We could select them individually and change the colors, or we could hold Shift while we're selecting each one to select all of them at the same time. Now, let's make these the color Jade. Perfect. Here in Easy View, we could add a whole bunch of extra stuff to make this a nice gang sheet if we had room. Here in Layouts, we could go to the Dealers Only on the left-hand side and find easy to edit shirt tags like these right here. Instead, I think I'm just going to pull some elements from our big design here on the gang sheet and create a couple of smaller left chest or sleeve prints that we can include on the shirt here. We'll just select our country and festival elements here, and we'll copy those by either going Object Duplicate or Control C. Now, we'll use our text tool to click right here and create a text box, and we'll type Cedar Heights without the arc. And we'll set the font to Jackham to match the arced Cedar Heights up top. Now, we could also adjust the letter spacing on the left-hand side here with Cedar Heights selected. Let's change that so it's spaced out a little bit farther. Now, I want to change the color of it to Jade as well. So we'll just select it and change the inks here on the left-hand side. Now that we've got this all set, let's group the artwork together to make it easy to move around. We'll just drag a box around the entire artwork here on the large one and hit Group. And then we'll do it to the smaller design too. Now, before we go through the right-hand side and configure our transfers, let's upload our own company design using the Add Your Artwork button. Here we have a PDF we designed for ourselves, and we'll choose it and import it right here. Now, because it's a vector file in a PDF format, EasyView is going to pull it directly into the session, and it displays the colors on the left-hand side. The exclamation marks in those swatches lets us know that this is not a standard color, and we're going to need to recolor it. So let's recolor it with the inks already printing. That'll be white and jade. They're going to be at the top of the list as an in-use ink. Now we'll just click them here. Now let's size it to 4 inches wide, and we'll tuck it into the gang sheet on the opposite corner of our smaller graphic, like that. If we didn't have a vector file and say maybe just a JPEG, we could still do it. We'll just have to add an extra step. Now we're going to add the artwork in the same exact way, but it's going to take us to the EasyView image editor, which will adjust our artwork to spot color for EasyView use. If we were printing a full color transfer like the CAD prints or Ultracolor, we would just select Choose Original here on the left-hand side. Now we are going to be doing a spot color graphic, so let's convert it for screen printing with the spot color button. Since we're dropping some of the small text out here on the first pass, let's click Max on the image quality on this next screen. We'll also click Remove Background and remove the white area here. Then we'll click Reprocess at the bottom. This might take a little bit longer if you're using that max detail selection. All right, it looks good, and we've got it in the EasyView session now. Since some of the white in the letters and inside the t-shirt actually pulled in, we could just go to the left-hand side menu here and select the white ink and change it to no ink. That's gonna knock it out to the shirt color. Then we could just recolor the other inks in the file like we did on the first version that we pulled in, and bam, we're all set. Let's roll down to the right side now and fill in our transfer details. So we got screen print, goof proof. We'll select 100% cotton. Cut apart selection here is if you would like us to cut your designs apart from the gang sheet before shipping them to you. Now this is an additional fee and requires at least a ½ inch between each piece of artwork. We've got scissors here, so we'll leave this at no for now. We have our 2 color inks already in here, jade and white, and our apparel color already set. So let's print 50 of these gang sheets without any color changes. Now color changes would be using the same artwork, but adjusting 1 or more inks to a different color. Like if we were also printing on, say, white t-shirts and needed to change the white inks to black. We could also add any notes here to customer service as well. We don't have any right now, so we're done. And here at the bottom, we've got our price, and we can see our ship date and costing details just by clicking the View Details button. Now, one real cool function here in EasyView before we add these to our cart by clicking Done is seeing it mocked up on apparel. Next to Done, we've got this Apparel and Share button. The drop-down arrow allows us to mock this up with the entire gang sheet or just the selection. Since we just want to see our banjo graphic here, let's select it and use the selection only. And here on the left side, let's search 2000 to see this on the Gildan 2000 t-shirts that we've already purchased for this example. And then out of the swatches right here, we'll select navy. There it is. Wonderful. Now, if we didn't already have garments, we could go over to the right side and easily add different sizing right to our order. Now that we're done, we could click Done, and we'll have one more page to review to see all of the details. So here on the last step of your EasyView order, all of your details are on the right-hand side. You can see your ship date clearly shown right here, and the transfer, price, per image, and total. And last step, we'll add it to the cart and check out. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this helped explain the different ways to order here at Transfer Express. We'll be wrapping up our Transfer Express training series in the next video with some easy quoting and pricing tips to help you maximize your profits. We are dedicated to supporting you in your t-shirt business here at Transfer Express and have tons of resources built to help you succeed. From our YouTube channel to blog and help center, we're constantly releasing new inspirational and educational content to help you thrive. If you've ever got a question, feel free to reach out to us with our live chat, email, or just give us a call. But until next time, I'm Dave. Happy pressing.